Afternoon once more. Today we'll be talking on Easter, the significance of Easter, and the different Easters have made in our life. Yes, before I will go further to explore this topic, I would like us to throw more light a little bit on coronavirus. Though my last video was on coronavirus, what I decided to shed a little light on coronavirus in regards to Easter is that a lot of us are at home today celebrating Easter due to the lockdown, that we should be at home celebrating Easter. We shouldn't look at that as a yardstick or as a background, because why? The purpose of Jesus Christ coming to this world, being crucified and resurrected, still stands. So no matter how we celebrate our Easter, indoor or outdoor, Easter is still celebrated. And one good thing I love about God is that no matter what look disadvantage to man, look advantageous to God. Like my previous video on coronavirus, I said Easter has created a family bonding, family love, more unity and understanding, though it has its own drawbacks. Anyway, if you look at my previous coronavirus, you should go to look at the merit and demerit about coronavirus, of its existence and why it comes. But the main topic today we'll be looking at is Easter. So what is Easter? Easter, as the name indicates, has a significant meaning, have a significant bond in the Christendom. As a Christian, Easter means a lot of impact in our life. It means a lot to us in our faith, in the sense that Jesus Christ was crucified for our sin, that he has paid our price. He went to hell to defeat the devil, as the devil called Satan. He resurrected to prove man to fulfill the purpose of God. Now that is Easter. That is the basic of Easter. The question now is that how does Easter reflect to our life? That is what I'm looking at. How does Easter make an impact in our life as a Christian or not a Christian? One, there was a video I made likewise. I said God has more gain in those that doesn't know God. God has more joy in those that doesn't know God. Because why? The primary reason of Jesus Christ coming to die is for sinner, not for those that have made perfect. So for that reason, God signified love and interest for sinners. So sinners should not see themselves, oh, I'm not celebrating Easter because I'm not a Christian. God loves you. The primary reason for Jesus Christ to come and die is because of you. So that you know, oh, somebody loved you. He has paid his price. His life was taken for my sake. That is to say, you are significant. You are important in the Christendom. We love you being a sinner, because we know it's just for you to give your life to Christ. You are Christ-like. We still love you in spite of your sin. Now, let's come to the Christian. Yet those that have believed in Christ, that run with the vision and objective of Christ and the purpose of Christianity, are happy and seeing this day as a significant day that Jesus came and died and resurrected, which fulfilled the gospel. I understand that. But the question now is that I'm asking, if as a Christian, if as a believer, if as a sinner, you know there is Christ, somebody has come to die for you, somebody has sacrificed himself for you, why are you struggling? Is a million questions I ask people. We are struggling because we've drifted. We are struggling because we are not in line with God. We are struggling because we've not called God in our case. So I'm using this opportunity to tell you, you that are looking for children, call God in. Your dry bone will resurrect. You that are looking for a job, call God in. Your situation will change. You that are looking for status, call God in. Your status will change. You that are hopeless at the moment, you call yourself hopeless. You judge yourself hopeless. You see yourself to be hopeless. Call God in, you will change. Because God did not see you to be hopeless. God has created you for a reason. I made a video the other day. I said you are God's product. God's product cannot be useless. God's product cannot be hopeless. God's product cannot be out of the track that God has designed for them, if you trace your path and your foot back to God. So in a nutshell, what I'm trying to build in now is that the prototype I'm trying to build in now is that I want you to understand something, that Jesus Christ has come to die for our sake. He has gone to hell to conquer the devil. He has resurrected to prove to us that he's God. Please use this opportunity. Attach. Do business with God. Any man that do business with God, any man that associate with God, never bankrupt. So it is safer to seek your insurance there than to seek your insurance in the world. And I'm using this situation to tell you that any situation that you find yourself, there's a resurrection power today. There's a resurrection power today that Jesus Christ has portrayed before us, that he will resurrect every situation. So we shouldn't allow our situation to weigh us down. Suicide thought shouldn't be in our agenda. Hopeless thought shouldn't be in our agenda. Lifeless thought should be in our agenda. So we should take today as an opportunity to rethink. We should take today as an opportunity to reshaping our life. We should take today as an opportunity to have a different view and a perspective of our life. Because there is nothing, no matter how dry it is, life will come. No matter how dark it is, light will come. No matter how hopeless the situation is, light will come. I'm telling you this because I know light will come. I'm a living witness. I'm a living testimony. I'm a living life to that, Father Lord God. So anything I'm saying, I'm telling you in confidence because I'm a primary epistles of the testimony. That is to say, your situation must change. Your situation must change. So what I'm trying to tell you today is to rekindle your step back to Christ today. Tell Christ that your death and your resurrection power today has resurrected every death thing in my life to turn life. Has resurrected every blessing that has been hindered in my life to turn light. You have to talk to God. You have to kindle yourself to God. God loves you for who you are. God loves you for who you are. I am who I am today because of the glory of God, because of the grace of God, because I trace my step to God. I see God as my friend. I see God as my direction. I see God as my hope. I see God as my light. I see God as my father. I see God as my path. I see God as my map. I see God as my direction. Because I call him in my path, he's always there to help me. I've experimented God in my academics. I've experimented God in everything. He has worked for me. He has worked for me. You know what it is in United Kingdom? To two masters and have distinctions. Two distinctions and two different masters. Two good sound grade. It's not that I'm very intelligent. It's not that I am better than you. It's because why? I put God in everything I do. So I'm using that opportunity to tell you today, put God in what you are doing. The devil will try. It will come with his ugly head to stop you. It will come with his ugly head to pull you down. But don't give up because you've called God. It will strengthen you. It will give you an assurance. That's why I told you that when you do business with God, you will never bankrupt. I believe it's the best insurance anybody should have. I believe it's the best medication anybody should have. Look at Easter now. Jesus Christ died. He has proved himself to the world. He resurrects to tell us, yes, that is God. So what is that situation that we are passing through that we think we cannot resurrect from? When we know we are created in the likeness and an image of God, when we know we are the replica of Christ on earth, when we know we are representing Christ on earth, when we know we are Christ on earth. So you see, we are greater than every situation. So it all depends on how you see your situation. It all depends on the picture you are looking at your situation. But I'm telling you, no matter the edge, no matter the corners, no matter the direction you are looking at, the picture you are looking at, I'm telling you that God can rewrite your situation. In every family, no matter how poor that family is, there's always a rescuer. Take a statistic back. No matter how hopeless a situation is, there's always a miracle. What stops you of keying yourself back to God? By saying, God, use your restoration power to resurrect every dead thing in my life. To resurrect every blessing in my life has been buried. To resurrect and give me a right direction of my path. Brother and sister, it's not too late. It can be achieved. That is the primary reason of Easter. It's the primary reason of Easter to have a reunion. To have a reunion. To go back to your maker. To go back to your maker. To go back to your source. There was a video I made the other day. I said everybody has a source. The fish has a source to a river water. Our source is God. The Bible is a manual of our life. I said all that in my previous video. Go back to your source. Go back to your manual. From today, you have to think different. You have to have a different picture, because we are not getting younger anymore. The devil has robbed us too much. He has robbed peace in our marriages. He has robbed peace in our finance. He has robbed peace in our education. He has robbed peace in our health. He has robbed peace in our social lifestyle. He has robbed peace in everything. Enough is enough for the devil. Why don't we have a rethink? And our greatest enemy is fear. You want to fly the plane, you are scared. Oh, the plane might crash. You are going traveling with a car, you are scared. Oh, you might have an accident. Why don't you ask yourself a question? Why is fear in everything? Why don't you say you will fly safe? Why don't you think you will travel safe? Why don't you think you will pass your exam? Forget you must have done any negative thing or things that are contrary. You must have done things that are not positive. Tell God to forgive you. He will still bless you for what you've done. He will reshape you. Christianity is like a creeping baby. You walk and creep and fall and walk and creep again. It's better to start creeping again than to back out. Than to back out. Oh, I'm not a Christian. God never loved. Who told you God never loved you? Why are you judging yourself? Why are you condemning yourself? Get up, clean your mess, and join the race. A wounded soldier has remained a soldier. If you are in the war, you are being shot, you are still a soldier. If you are in the war, you are dead. If there's one dead soldier, you are still a soldier. Indirectly, as a child of God, a strong believer or not a believer, a child of God created, you are God's child. It's just for you to trace your foot back to your original source. And I'm using this video to cap it all, to tell you that it's possible to achieve everything that you have to achieve. It's possible to become anything you want to become. It's possible to go to any height you want to go. It all depends on how you identify your path and how you walk with your path. So I will use this medium to tell you the resurrection power is for you. The resurrection power is your reconciliation with God. The resurrection power is for you to rekindle your faith with God, that God loves you and you will definitely achieve what God has designed you for. At times I sit down and take a statistic of my life. I will say it's just me alone that God has created in this world. That is to say I'm unique. My thumbprint is different. My eyes are different. I am different. That is to say that I'm a very unique product. I'm a product that cannot be benchmarked. I'm a product that cannot be differentiated. It's just me. My originality is me. If my originality is me, that is to say I have a possession in this world I have to possess. I have things in this world that belongs to me that nobody too can have it. So if you have that consciousness, then why are you worried? Why are you worried about today when you know your tomorrow will be greater than your today? You've been worried yesterday. What has yesterday done for today? So why do you think your today will correct your tomorrow? So you don't need to be worried. Let God take accountability of every day in your life. You shouldn't be worried for anything because your life has been perfected for His purpose. Your life has been designed for His purpose. You will only be worried when you don't know Christ. That is to say, where we take you 2 days journey, we'll be taking you 1 year journey. But when you know Christ, then He will order your step. He will perfect your step. He will ensure your step is for His glory. That is to say, please, I'm using this opportunity to beg you that Easter represents His purpose. And it's significant that we achieve it. And it's significant that we recognize this, that we are created for a purpose. And this must be achieved. Be you a Christian or be you a sinner, because you class yourself to be a sinner, because you did not force yourself to be created. You did not force yourself to be born into this world. God produced you. God gave it to your parents as a custodian. That's to say, you being a Christian or unbeliever, you are God's child. That's to say, you are unique. But all I'm telling you is that take the opportunity to recognize your source. And your source is Jesus Christ. Your source is God. You have to go back to your source. You have to stay above your human thinking. I always tell people that it is better to be blind physically than to be blind spiritually. Because things that happen in the spiritual realm is what happen in the physical realm. You can't be blind spiritually and be blind physically. So it is better that you don't see physically than you say you don't see spiritually. So it's gonna be a very bad moment for you. So that's why you have to think different. You have to have a rethink and seek Christ. And it is better to see in both ways. What stops you of praying? What stops you of recognizing Jesus? What stops you of going to the path that He wants you to go? There is nothing that stops you of doing that. People are all scared about coronavirus, scared about it. I'm not scared about it. I will never have it. Because why? I have a greater engine inside me. I said it the other day. Because why? I believe I have a consciousness inside me that I'm too loaded to fail, and I will never fail. And I prove it for you with my academic. I prove it for you with my life. I prove it for you with the path that I'm going to, because I know the mighty hands of God is upon my life and is upon your own life, because you are unique, and there is nothing in this world that can change you. There is nothing in this world can manipulate who you are. You are human, and you need to function as a human. You are human, and you need to function as a human. You are a spiritual being, and you need to function as a spiritual being. So connect to your source, and your source is Jesus. So I'll use this opportunity to draw the curtains a bit closer to tell you that, one, Easter is meant for you. Easter is a resurrection, an empowerment of your goal, an empowerment of your faith, an empowerment of your heart desire, an empowerment of your thoughts, and the buried of your problem, and the resurrection of your success, because you are unique. In every aspect of your life, your health, your finance, having children, having a status, anything you want to do in this life, with Jesus, success has been marked for you. So I crown this curtain up by saying, please, recognize the purpose of Easter, because today is significant, is unique, and there is nothing that can be compared with it. It's unique, and there is nothing that it can be compared with, because it's a wonderful day. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. Hold it, hold it, hold it, and convert it to your own purpose. Hold it and convert it towards your path of life, because you are significant and you are gracious, and so shall it be for you in the mighty name of Jesus. So I will be pleased if you watch, share, subscribe, and bless others with this video. Let them know that they are not useless, that God has created them for a reason, and that they are unique. They are unique. They are unique in every aspect about their life. Their worst situation they are today is the lowest that they can ever be. They can never go lower than what they are today. So from today Easter upwards, we should think different, because every problem in our life has been buried. Every success in our life has been resurrected. So key in and run with it. God bless you as you watch this video and as you share this video. And I pray it will transform your life. It will let you know that your worst situation have turned blessing. That is the significance of this video. That somebody has paid for your price. That who you are does not matter in Christ, but how you see yourself matters in Christ. You don't need to be tasty when you have water. You don't need to be lifeless when you have life. And God will bless you. Thank you once more. Thank you once more for watching this video, and have a blessed day. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Bye for now.